Yo, what's good, everybody? My name is Cosmic, and I want to welcome you to my channel, Opinion Stated, where I give unfiltered, opinionated sports takes. Let's go. Yo, what's good, everybody? My name is Cosmic. I want to welcome you back to my channel, Opinion Stated. Man, phenomenal episode planned for you here. Had a slew of them that I wanted to record today. And this is the father of all fathers. If you've already seen the thumbnail, then you know exactly what direction I'm going into for this particular episode. But before I do so, like the video, helps us cruise along Algorithm Avenue so that this content can make it into the presence of those just like yourself who are looking for this kind of content. Subscribe to the channel as well to be notified as to when my new episodes are uploaded. Click that notification bell as well. Man, look at here. This episode is going to be entitled, Father Time Has Chosen to Collect. For years, we've had to listen to, mostly the praise, deserve it. A lot of it fabrication. But, oh my God, can't believe he's still able to play. He can jump. He can run. Who would have imagined that at this age, he could still do it? We watched a decline of talent and ability of LeBron James for years in this league. I'm not saying that LeBron James hasn't been great. I'm saying that in recent years, not so much. And mediocre to what we were presented as greatness, mediocrity, you know what I mean? Still looked decent, but it wasn't greatness. But we've been force fed, like, oh my God, he's still, oh my God, look at that, look at the numbers that he's putting up, et cetera, ignoring the stat pattern, ignoring the excessive amount of shots, ignoring the excessive amount of turnovers, ignoring how much he's hurting the team versus how much he's just stat padding to help his legacy or himself, right? That notwithstanding, we know that Father Time is undefeated. Father Time, when he gives you that tap, man, it's time to go. And LeBron James has cheated Father Time to a degree. Kudos to LeBron for his longevity in sports, for taking care of his body, as we hear individuals, tout so often how much money he spends and how much time he invests, on his body, etc., which is all admirable. That's not what I want to talk about today. I'm just going to do a reaction in reality to a clip that I saw floating around on YouTube from First Take, ESPN's First Take, where one Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. Shit were engaged in a bit of a back and forth regarding what took place last night in the association, which was the Minnesota Timberwolves, the Anthony Edwards-led Minnesota Timberwolves, beat the dog shit out of the Lakers. They beat the Lakers' ass by 29 points, 109 to 80. The Lakers put up 80 points, bro. To put that in context, 80 points last night. You say 80's not that bad. Yeah, if you're in the 80s. If you're in the early 90s, 80 points is not that bad. Keep in mind, the Bean, the greatest Laker of all time, scored 81 as a career high. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? That neither here nor there as a comparison. I want to do a reaction to this, to the sound clip or video clip that I said referenced so far from ESPN's First Take. So I'm going to reference that. I'm going to stop this video throughout because it's rather lengthy. It's about 16 minutes long or 15 minutes long or so, but they're saying a whole bunch of things, some that deserve context. So I don't like it when people just argue and throw things out there and you don't get context behind the thing being stated. I'm going to jump in to give some context where necessary, jump in to give my opinion where I feel necessary as well. Man, join me along for this ride. Let's get into it.
LeBron James and the Lakers blown out by Minnesota last night, 109-80. LeBron tied a season low with 10 points on 4 of 16 shooting from the field. It's his 6th straight game shooting below 45%. It's his longest streak doing that since 2004, 20 years ago. Here's LeBron on what's frustrating him about his game.
Just period. It's everything. It's the rhythm. Just fell off rhythm the last few 3-4 games.
We are measuring the players, and we can tell if a guy's running hot or whatever. He does a remarkable job of taking care of his body, and getting recovery. I don't know. I don't know that's in the best interest of him and us if he does that. But if he's feeling well and feeling good, then he should play. But we obviously want to manage that as best we can.
Still trips me out seeing JJ doing his thing. Proud of him. Obviously, he's referring to LeBron playing all 82.
Yes.
Shay, I want to come to you.
Yeah.
Just talk to me about what you just heard in terms of the sound and LeBron's struggles.
Well, I don't think 82 is in the best interest of anyone. I don't know if at this point in time LeBron has anything to prove by trying to play 82 games, considering I don't know if he's ever played 82 games. So at this juncture of your career, year 22, you trying to play 82 games, it's almost like you're trying to prove a point. See, I could have played 82 if I really wanted to.
Yep.
And so I don't think that benefits him or the team. But when you look at it, yeah, he's in one of the worst stretches of his career. You pick year 22 to all of a sudden find something wrong.
I can point out the years.
I'm just saying.
I can do that. Go ahead.
Let me let me stop it right there. I don't think it's in his best interest to play 82 games. LeBron said he was going to play 82 games this season. You know why LeBron James wanted to play 82 games this season? Because Michael Jordan at this age played 82 games. So he wants to prove that, man, I could have done it if I want. Like Shannon said, that's the exact point that he wants to prove. That I could have done it anytime that I wanted to. He only played 82 games once in his career. Played 79 games, played 80 games another time. And then historically, it's just been really weird in terms of the amount of games as his career went on that LeBron James would, I don't know, somehow miss for different reasons. And it wasn't injury, because you guys like to tell us how durable he is, how he's the most durable athlete of all time. But the numbers don't suggest so. The number of games played don't suggest so over the years. I'll get into that in just a bit. Back to the...
You know what, guys? Y'all know me. I don't like to give a guy an excuse. Maybe it's the Olympics. Maybe that's catching up with him, having to play. But at the end of the day, he's not playing well. It's incumbent of him in order to play well. Nobody's really played well over the stretch. You look at AD, he had 12 points. Dalton Connect, second straight game, he scored in single digits. But LeBron isn't playing well. He's not shooting the ball well. He mentioned that he's off rhythm, 0 of 19 from the three-point line, and to shoot less than 40% from the field. And I noticed something, Stephen A., is that when he doesn't go to the free throw line, now that doesn't mean he doesn't get fouled. We know LeBron James gets officiated a little differently. Maybe sometimes it's the Shaq syndrome because he's so big and they think he should play through contact. But LeBron, I can't find a great reason. I don't think he's injured. He's just playing bad. And at the end of the day, it comes down to, are you doing it or are you not doing it? And he isn't doing it. But do I expect him to play? I mean, because the standard is so high. He's averaging 22, 10, and 8. Most people, that is a great season.
Yeah.
But when you're the GOAT, that's unacceptable.
Stephen A., before you jump all over him, I just want to know, do you feel like, obviously we say a game of swings, game of runs, et cetera, and it's still very early in the season. Do you feel like this is a bad stretch or a bad sign for LeBron?
I think it's a bad stretch for him. I think this is something that he'll get out of. Yes.
He'll come back.
It's not a bad sign, huh?
No.
It's not a bad sign.
No.
Okay.
Before Stephen A. goes in, I want to address something that Shannon said. I want to address this shooting less than 45%. Well, let's just go to the free throw line. Why would LeBron James be shooting so poorly, field goal percentage wise? And here's where the truth begins to come out. This is an honest assessment. I have never seen LeBron James smoke so many layups going to the basket in his entire career as I've seen him smoke this season. We watch him, his classic thing as his power move in the NBA is to go downhill and get it however he wants at the rim, either with a layup, you know what I mean, a finish of some kind off the glass, or to dunk the basketball. Problem is that field goal percentage has drastically fallen this season. The way that he classically gets his points isn't the way that he's able to get it. So what he's doing is he's shooting more jump shots. Because he's not a pure jump shot shooter, he has to be in a rhythm in order to knock down these jump shots. And so his actual game is finally coming through visually. If he ain't going downhill, he's not a very effective basketball player. If the ball ain't in his hands for him to control everything, he's not an effective basketball player. He's not as effective. You can argue with your mama. The reality is the reality. We're witnessing it. I don't need you guys to give me some recency bias or some silliness. It's present day what we're actually looking at. Now, last 2 seasons he's been doing. Look at what's happening right now. The reality is exactly what I just said it was, because it is what it is. We're all witnessing it. We're all witnessing it. We're a witness. We're all a witness. Hey, Nike, how you doing? Back to what Stephen A was saying.
First of all, it's good to see you. It's so lovely to have you here in studio for this particular subject at hand. I mean, I'm just so touched that you're here right now. I didn't know if you was going to show up this morning. I really didn't. After I watched them get their ass kicked last night in Minnesota, I didn't know if you was going to show up, Shannon. So I give you a lot of props. And when you say 0 of 19 from the field, I'm glad you brought that up, because I was wondering whether or not 0 for 19 from 3 over the last 4 games. You didn't mention the last 4 games, but it's okay. Yeah. The bottom line is you threw out that stat because I want to make sure that you threw out the nuggets. Did you know? I don't know if you knew this stat. Do you know that the Los Angeles Lakers have been outscored by 111 points
with Bron on the floor.
When Bron is on the floor?
Yes.
Okay, so we have to get into that. So, because we understand he's Mount Rushmore. We understand he's one of the top 4 players in the history of basketball, one of the top 3 players in the history of basketball.
He ain't 2, 3, or 4.
We ain't going to say he's 2.
He ain't 2, 3, or 4. That's all I'm saying.
He's 2.
But carry on.
He's 2. I mean, he ain't number 1. Ain't no GOAT, okay? GOAT in terms of longevity, I'll give that to him. That's about it. We have to get to a point when we're looking at LeBron James, and we want to be fair. The man is phenomenal. He's great. He's a treasure to the NBA. We all appreciate him. But when we talk about slippage, I got to look at the totality of his game. I'm seeing him get burnt on defense a lot. I'm seeing him not getting back on defense a lot. I'm not knocking that. He's approaching 40 years of age. He shouldn't have to. He should have more help, okay?
Yeah. Pause. The blasphemy. The utter blasphemy spewing from the lips of one Stephen A. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? This man, the Lakers as a team, have been outscored by 111 points. Your man is minus 111 with LeBron on the court. Minus 111 with LeBron on the court. That's insanity. This man is hurting the team. For years. People have pointed out the fact of how he rests on defense, the lax effort that LeBron James gives on defense. He is incapable of playing both offense and defense, not at this advanced age, but for a few seasons, a number of seasons. We've watched it. Again, we've watched it. The minus 111 speaks to him being ineffective, as I said. This idea being proffered by Stephen A. Smith that he shouldn't. He's getting beat on defense, but he shouldn't have to. He should be getting more help. He needs more help on fucking defense. There's 5 people on the court. It's 5 people on the court. If I got to keep cheating off my man to help you with your man because your man blowing by you every time I step over to your man, idiot, my man's left wide open. If he can't slide them big puppies, them old ass feet to get to his man, he certainly cannot recover to pick up my man. You know how basketball is played? You understand what is Stephen A. Smith talking about? Ridiculous. Shut up.